Good morning and welcome to my Thursday. I'm all excited this morning because IB has rung and he can theoretically have a holiday next week. Did I tell you it's 10:20? That is the time I'm going to have a quick bath and hair wash and get down that travel agent and see what I can book. Now, I've had some thoughts about the holiday, so I printed off 4 yesterday and I ran those by him and we quite like the look of them, but it's, you see, I'm going to talk about this openly because I think this affects everybody, and I know IB doesn't mind because I've mentioned it before and he said, oh, go on all right then, because I checked with him, he said it was all right. Basically, many couples in this world have a problem with snoring and the other person not being able to sleep a wink all night and the snorer not being able to sleep very well either because they know they're keeping the other one awake. So quite often we do keep in separate rooms, you know, just for the sleeping part. We spend lots of nice quality time together when we're awake, and it basically means we can function, you know, we're not like dead zombies the next day. So looking at those hotel rooms, we'd be squashed up in one small little room with no extra space. So I think ideally if we could have like a little mini apartment, like with a bedroom and a lounge with a sofa bed in. So if snoring occurred, I'd say it's very likely, but you know, one or the other of us could sneak off into the other room if we couldn't sleep. So I think really it would be worth paying extra for that because we'd have a quality holiday as opposed to just being ragged with exhaustion for the whole holiday and coming back absolutely exhausted. So there we are. Do you have such problems as this, or is it just me? I am terrible. I just wake up, like if a gnat breathed I would wake up. Like, I am so sensitive. It's ridiculous. I'm annoyed with myself, but I can't help it. Like, I can't sleep through anything. Anyway, right, I'm gonna have that quick bath and hair wash and get out. Oh, I haven't had any breakfast yet. I better have that before I go. So I might end up being there for hours. These things can end up taking a long time. But I've transferred some money into my current account to pay for it, just in case I end up, you know, signing on the dotted line, as it were, this day. Oh, fingers crossed, there is something suitable. I hope so. Right, speak to you later. Okay, it's about 11:20 I think, and I'm going to the travel agent. I'm getting my shoes on. Another requirement that we have really is we could do with at least one desk and chair, preferably 2 really, but I can manage sitting on the floor usually or on a bed or something. But we're both going to be needing to do bits and bobs of work all week, so yeah, somewhere to sit and work would be good as well. I'm heading out. Look, I've made myself a big bottle of squash because I've got a feeling I might be there a while. Got a notepad, but I mean, normally they just print everything out, don't they? It's 1:10. I'm back from the travel agent. Do you see this happy smile? Do you think I've booked a holiday? Yes, I have. And it's very soon. Indeed, I'm very excited. Ivy is very excited from what I gather. I should tell you the country of destination. It is Greece, and Ivy and I will be on a completely even footing for this one because neither of us speaks a word of Greek. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. The flight times are not ridiculously early in the morning, apart from coming back, which is so early it's like just after midnight the next day. So it's kind of more late than early, if you know what I mean. But oh my goodness, it's going to be 10 minutes walk from the seaside. A lovely hotel. We've got an apartment room. It's self-catering, so there's going to be a separate bedroom to lounge. There's a sofa bed in the lounge, so if one of us needs to sneak off and get a few hours kip, we can do that. There's a good working desk with a table for IB, and there's like a breakfast bar with stools as well, so I could hop up on that and do my editing on my laptop. Oh, it all looks perfect, and it's in a really historic neighbourhood. So there's old ancient ruins, a big castle to explore, and lots of beautiful sights, and also a museum as well. We like museums. I need to book travel insurance. I didn't do it at the travel agent because they only do single trips, and I want to get an annual one now. When you are a musician, if you happen to be playing music while you're out, we're not planning to this trip. I don't expect we'll even take our instruments, to be honest, but throughout the rest of the year, so I'm getting hot. Jumper's going off. Yeah, if you play music, even if you're not getting paid for it, it can still count as manual labour. And if you haven't declared to your insurance provider that you are doing manual labour and you hurt yourself while you're doing manual labour, you might not be covered by your insurance. So you have to make sure you get it properly. And I don't know if vlogging counts as manual labour. I think it might do. It's probably one of those areas that people don't know much about. But anyway, I'm just going to go with my usual musician's insurance provider for that, so I'm covered for all bases. They are a really good price as well, so I just get it done. And IB's already got annual health insurance cover, travel insurance, you know. Oh, so excited. Right, I'm gonna excitedly blurt the news out to my family and friends. I am now cooking. I decided I need to eat something proper. I've been terrible today. It's just grabbing things quickly and not really having the most nutritious meals. But I'm going to eat some actual vegetables now. I've got some cumin seeds in the oil there. I've decided to use up the rest of my frozen prawns that were in the freezer. I am so excited for this holiday. Oh my gosh. Normally when I book a holiday, I am just wildly excited and happy, and like it boosts my morale for the whole of the time between booking it and the holiday. But normally, like it's, I don't know, a month or two away. But this is just so soon. I've got a weekend and a bit to get through before we go. Various things, starting my language course early next week as well, so that's going to be first. Oh, so excited. I'm going to add a chilli to this concoction. Look at my chilli plant, right? I thought it was on its way out, you know, the leaves were getting a bit withered, but look at all this lovely new growth that's come, and a flower, and look at these great big things here. They're not ready yet, they need to go red, but look how massive they are. I think this needs repotting, you know, I haven't got a big enough one. Do I want to harvest this chilli? Yeah, I don't think that's going to grow any bigger. I don't think they get any bigger once they start to turn red. I could be wrong. Do let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, won't you? I've got coconut oil in this one. It smells absolutely beautiful. Let's chop this chilli up and chuck that in. I've put garlic in that I've chopped up rather than crushing. I just couldn't be bothered to get the crusher. And I'm going to do ginger. I'll probably grate it, I think. I'm going to regret holding that with my bare fingers later when I rub my fingers in my eyes. Better give them a wash now. I'm just thinking now about when we arrive at our hotel. It's going to be very late at night and I don't think any shops are going to be open, so I'm thinking I'm going to have to do a little bit of shopping locally and get some really lightweight just food that we can eat on arrival in case we're starving, because there's nothing worse than arriving somewhere and being starving and not being able to access food until the next day. Can you imagine? That would not suit me at all. It's all part of the fun anyway, gathering bits to pack. I'm actually quite excited about the fact that it's self-catering and not all-inclusive, even though the last holiday we went on back in Easter, I'll leave a link to that playlist in case you're interested in the description. But anyway, I was really excited to have all-inclusive that time because I just wanted a break from cooking and I wanted everybody to just be able to choose what they wanted, so that way the whole family's happy. But I did miss browsing around the food shops, trying new things from the supermarket shelves, you know, combining them in dishes and seeing what they were like. And also when you're all inclusive, you kind of feel like, well, if I eat out in the local area, I'm not getting my money's worth from the all-inclusive, or, you know, it's more expensive. So this way we'll get a good balance of being able to go to the supermarkets and trying local foods for ourselves, and also sampling local cafes and restaurants as well, so it should be just lovely. There's my lunch, and that noise you can hear is my dishwasher because I've just been putting things in it and putting it on. It's so late, it's 3:21. I have been making, well, this. Emailing the customer for this weekend about payment type because he had a query, had to send him my details for payment. Also had to just confer with the band a bit about that, but that's all sorted. I didn't mention it earlier, but I did go to the chemist to just make sure my prescription was ordered so that it would be here before the holiday, so I didn't have to go without it. I've been popping the flight times and booking refs and things in my diary. Kind of makes me feel secure to know it's in there, even though I will have it on my phone and probably on bits of paper as well. I do like to have things written in my diary every day so I can just look at the page and see what's coming up. It just makes me feel happy. Also, I've sorted out my annual travel insurance policy, declaring that I do vlogging and playing flute sometimes, although I probably won't even take my flute on this trip. I don't think we need it, so probably won't. So yeah, that was quite productive, I think. I need to practice my flute now, and I need to make a list of potential sets that we might do for Saturday's gig, because last time it was done in a bit of a last minute higgledy-piggledy fashion. Although it was fine, it was perfectly functioning, it involves lots and lots of pieces of paper, and I want to condense it into a list on one page ideally. But before I do that, I just need to make an invoice for IB, because what I do is I do lots of dribs and drabs of office hours for him during the month, and then I do the invoice at the end of the month. That's my phone. Travel insurance person ringing me back. They just got one of the numbers wrong. It's fine now, it's gone through, yay. Right, I'm gonna do that invoice, then I'm gonna make coffee and I'm gonna take it down in the cellar and work on the gig for Saturday. That's done, and I've been updating my employment records. You're probably wondering what this rather fancy looking purse is. It's just basically where I keep my euros. I'm wondering how many I've got left over from my last holiday. I genuinely can't remember. Ooh, I have got 55 and lots of coins. Oh, good, excellent. Oh, loads of coins. 2, 3, for 5, 8, probably about 9 in cash as well. Oh, brilliant. Well, that'll start me off. I could probably get the rest out from the hole in the wall. I'm out there. Come to Imo coffee. I've quickly popped a wash on. Oh, here it comes. I admittedly did not clean the inside of that pot very well just now. I just rubbed my fingers around in it. Oh, here it comes. Lovely coffee. Apparently if you leave the lid up like this, it doesn't overheat too much and it tastes better. I keep forgetting to do it, but I think it does work actually. Problem is it spits everywhere. It shoots out the side horizontally like that. Whoa! I'm poised and ready to turn it off. Ah, no! I could do that without burning myself. Oh no! No, got it. Oh man, that was such a mistake. Look at the mess I've made. It was all for the purpose of demonstration as well. I demonstrated how to make a mess. Let's give that a bit of a wipe then. I just got really waylaid between getting that washing out and starting this. I made the mistake of looking at my emails on my phone and thought there was some kind of emergency at a folk club coming up with somebody down with flu and needing to be replaced at short notice. So I kind of lined somebody up, but by the time I rang up the guy to say, I found someone who's available and blah blah blah, he said, we've sorted it. No need. So, but anyway, that happened. Well, that's done. This messy pile represents that hour I just spent in the cellar making this very scrawly list. I'm going to transform this later, but not right now, because I'm going to pop to Iceland just very quickly. I love living in a town. You can just pop to shops for a change of scene and grab a few bits and pop back and you've got a bit of exercise, seen some happy smiling faces, had some chit chats, and it's all good. I've been craving ice lollies and I've been like, nope, I'm not going to buy any ice lollies. They're not good for me, but I'm caving in, so I'm going to get some. Well, I need cereal, and look what's on half price offer. Was £3, now only £1.50. So that's gone in. That's for Izzy, that is. I gave the other granola I bought to my boyfriend when I realised how full of nuts it was, and I was just a bit worried about contamination. This looks interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna get one. It could contain nuts, but it's not like one of the ingredients, so I can't do this one hand. It's, oh my goodness. Mushrooms, of course. Needless to say. Oh, while I'm in it, how are these £1? Mac and cheese £1. Tempted to have that tonight, but no, I'm going to cook myself something proper, but I'm going to put them in the freezer. And a spag bowl for Izzy. Oh, veggie lasagna. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of room in my freezer at the moment. Someone answer that phone. Gonna get the cheap ones. The cherry tornadoes, or sour cherry tornadoes for £1 for 5 of those, but I really want, you know what I like, I'm a creature of habit. It's £2.50 for 4 or 2 packets for £3.50, so obviously gonna have to do that. I like the cola bottle ones as well. I'm never getting the dib dabs again, they're just too messy. Got a sachet of sherbet in there and it just gets everywhere. Right, there's my little extravagance. Right, I'm going home now. See you at home. It's 10 to 7 in the evening now and I'm making a lovely big mess in my kitchen, as you can see. I fancied this. I visualised it in my mind and this is what I wanted to have. So I've got tagliatelle cooking there, boiling away in the water. I actually envisaged spaghetti, but it turns out I didn't have any, but I did have tagliatelle. Anyway, this is fried, thinly sliced mushrooms, strips of courgette, olives out of a jar, butter beans, some yummy chili flakes, bit of soy sauce, and when it's cooked and I'm turning the heat off, I'm going to put a bit of double cream in it as well that I've had in my fridge left over from apple pie, and then stir the cooked strained tagliatelle in, and I think that's going to be lovely. And I've grated some mature cheddar cheese to sprinkle on the top. Final product. I'm feeling pretty pleased with how today has gone. I can't believe we've got a holiday booked. I cannot believe it, and insurance and all that sorted. Oh, I was just so happy about that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do please give it a like if you liked it, subscribe down below for more videos from this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.